Well, welcome to our How to Make an Impact and Income event. We're so excited that you decided to join us and to take a deeper look. Really, the whole purpose of this is for you to get a feel for our team, the culture, and to hear some stories, because everyone does their business for different reasons. And we're all in different situations. Some of us have kids that are older, some of us have really little kids, some of us have kids on the way. And so we really do these events to show you the vast array of that anyone can do this business, and it really depends on what you want out of it and what you want it to look like for your life. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview for how this event is going to go. So we're going to share a little bit about Shackley as a company, why we specifically choose to partner with Shackley when there's so many different companies out there. I'll share a little bit of my story, and then I'm going to have a couple of my leaders share their stories tonight, so you can get a feel and different perspectives. And then we will wrap it up. We'll offer a special just for you guys attending this event, and then we will stop recording and opening up for any questions so that you can feel comfortable and confident asking those questions. So to get started, Shackley has been around for a really long time. A lot of people either they don't know anything about it, or they say, oh yeah, my grandma did that. And that's because Shackley was founded in 1956 by health and wellness pioneer, Dr. Forrest C. Shackley. He built it on a foundation of trusting the best of science and being in harmony with nature. And he actually introduced the first multivitamin in the US in 1915, over 105 years ago. He continued that legacy of innovation with the first plant protein and the first non-toxic cleaner. And this was back before protein and green cleaners were a thing, right? Before they were cool. And then he also continued that legacy of innovation with some really amazing partnerships with NASA, world-class athletes, and different adventurers around the world. So what really makes us different is our obsession with quality, potency, and you can see some of these and learn more, like if you look up the landmark study, you can just do a quick Google of that and that'll tell you a little bit. But today we really want to focus on, and we're really excited with the opportunity that we might get to partner with you, and you're going to hear some stories now. I'll start off with my story. If you have more questions about the Shackley difference, please let us know, but it's something we're really excited about, but not everyone is excited about in the beginning. So let us know if you have more questions on that. So my name is Chelsea. I have been using Shackley products for over 7 years now, and I actually got started because I was looking for non-toxic cleaners for my own kids. And then I switched my prenatal from a different brand to Shackley and introduced a shake every day because I was a busy, crazy mom who was exhausted, and I felt a difference within the first couple weeks of making that switch. And so I started sharing that with people because I'm surrounded by moms and we're all tired. And so it was very natural for me to share that with people. And that's when my mentor, Alyssa, who is also all of our mentors on this team, she shared with me that there was an opportunity here to create income. And I needed something that was flexible, something that was mobile. We're a military family, so we find ourselves moving a lot, relocating. We're on the road a lot, traveling. And so it really had to work with our life. And it has become just that. It has worked so well with being flexible in our lives. And it's truly helped our family in so many ways, from creating income so that I can contribute while staying home with our kids. We have 5 kids and I also homeschool. So it's been very powerful in that sense that I get to make an impact and an income outside of our 4 walls, but still keeping my main things the main things, and not having to sacrifice integrity or my top priorities. So that's a little bit about me. But really, this is all about our team story, our leaders' stories here. And one thing I love about this company is that there's not competition. Some other companies, you can pick and choose who you want to work with whenever you want. But in Shackley, you get to work with who you want to work with. So you get a consultant in Shackley, and that's what you would be signing up to do, is essentially you're a consultant. And we don't have a sense of competition here. We have a sense of collaboration. And so that brings me to Karen Smith. She is an amazing leader who is so good at listening and asking great questions. And she is going to share her story because she's also a working mama. So her perspective is a little different than mine. So take it away.
Yeah, thanks. I am a mom to 2 teen boys. They're 15 and 17, so they are pretty busy. I am a speech pathologist. I work anywhere from part-time to full-time, depending on the schedule. I'm currently working in early intervention, so I am driving around a lot. I don't have a lot of time, like Chelsea said. My Shackley journey started about 3 years ago, I think, when I went to the doctor and he said that I needed to lose some weight, which I knew and I had already been trying to do, but not being very successful at it. So I met Chelsea at a MOPS program, and she was telling me about Shackley, and I thought, I would just give it a try and see how it went. And not only was I successful at losing the weight, but I have kept it off all of like 3 years now. And I just kept trying new products that I wanted to, like new different vitamins or supplements and the skincare line. And since I liked everything so much, Chelsea suggested that maybe I wanted to think about becoming a distributor. It's like, no way, there's no way I can do that. I don't have enough time. I don't know enough people. Just all of these different excuses came to my head. But eventually I thought I would try it, not necessarily get into the business like she was doing, but just to save some money and just so that I could buy, the products for myself. And then COVID hit and I wasn't working anymore. I had all this free time and I didn't know exactly what to do with myself. So I thought, I would try to do a little bit more with Shackley. And really, I didn't have to try very hard because people were already asking me how I lost weight and what skincare I was using. So right off the bat, one of the biggest concerns that I had went away because I don't really have to sell Shackley. I just have to share what I like. So really in less than a year, I went from being a casual business owner to being close to the next rank. And like I said, I realized that all of those concerns really weren't concerns at all because I didn't have to sell things. Time-wise, you can do this business anywhere. I do a lot of my business in the car while waiting for my children. And as far as not knowing enough people that would be interested, I have been really surprised by how many people come to me and ask me for advice or, just suggestions on how, whatever their issue is, how I can help them. So really, I've gained a lot from being a business owner. I have a lot more like really close friends, that I haven't even met some of them face to face yet, hopefully next year. Just a community, like Chelsea said, a really great community of like-minded people. Let me see. Oh, and personal growth. How could I forget that one? That one is like the biggest one ever because I have never been real confident or secure, but this has really pushed me out of my comfort zone and made me realize that I can do some of those hard things. And when you push yourself out of your comfort zone, it's amazing that how easy it is to get to that next level. So really just to sort of sum it all up, I have gotten a lot more out of this business than I ever thought that I would. And I say this all the time, but I really just wish that I had found Shackley earlier and gotten started a lot earlier because I mean, you can't turn back time, but I keep thinking about how much further ahead I'd be in health and wellness and just all areas. So that's my story.
I love that you get to share it with people now, right?
Yeah.
So you're now young mom friends who look up to you and,
right.
You're helping them. And I love that. I love that you're doing that.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing, Karen. I think that your story is so powerful because you did not think that you could do it. I remember the first time we talked about it and you're like, no way, no how, not going to happen.
Exactly.
Right. And so it wasn't something you jumped into both feet. It took you some time to really come around. And I think you had started your business and not, done a little bit here and there, but it wasn't really until, you had some more time and you jumped in and, you learned everything you need to learn, right?
Exactly. Awesome. Yeah.
I love that, Karen. All right. Well, that brings us to Shelby. Shelby's story is different as well. She is a former nurse and now a stay-at-home mom with baby number 3 on the way. And so her perspective is a lot like mine, though we're kind of getting out of the baby stage. So she's going to share a little bit about her journey with you guys now. So take it away, Shelby.
Hello, my name's Shelby. Like she said, I have baby number 3 on the way. So my oldest is 13, will be 14 in May. My soon-to-be middle child is 22 months. He'll be 2 by the time baby number 3 is born. So lots of big age gaps there. So how I got into Shackley was Chelsea and I met a few years back through a mutual friend, actually my cousin. I tried Shackley before and I just it just fell by the wayside because it was just not something that was very important to me at the moment. What about life? Things happened, whatever. But over the last year, I have really been focused on removing toxic ingredients from my life, whether that's hair care, skincare, chemicals in our cleaning products, our laundry detergent, everything like that. I've really just been swapping everything out. And then when I found out I was pregnant, my thyroid started acting up. I have what's called Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So my body, I have an autoimmune disorder where my body just attacks my thyroid. I will always be on medication for it, and it's just something I have to deal with. But when they said that my levels were a little bit low, I didn't want to add more medication. I absolutely hate feeling like I'm dependent on that medication. I take it because I have to, but I don't want to. So I started looking into ways for me to improve my thyroid health without adding that medication and upping it. So the first thing, of course, is taking my medication. I'm already doing that. Second thing I found was to be on an anti-inflammatory diet, which number one thing that they recommend is cutting out dairy. Well, my son is allergic to dairy, and because I still breastfeed him, I'm dairy free. So I'm like, well, I'm already doing that. What else can I do? And so I couldn't figure anything more out. So I kind of reached out on Facebook, and Chelsea responded and sent me this awesome webinar about supplements that can help your thyroid health. So I figured, why not? What do I have to lose? There's a money back guarantee. So if I decide that it's not really helping me, then no worries. So I switched my prenatals that I had been on for 2 years to the Vitalizer. And I, within 2 weeks, noticed a severe difference. It was extreme. I also have been diagnosed with narcolepsy, and I was dependent on my daily naps. When KJ napped, I napped. When I was pregnant with him, it was literally as soon as I got home from work, I would nap. I could not function without it. And when I switched to the Vitalizer, I noticed within a couple weeks, like the naps are no longer needed. I've actually weaned myself off of caffeine because I don't need it anymore. I have so much energy. I am not constipated this pregnancy, which is a miracle because with KJ, I was taking Colace twice a day just to go to the bathroom. I generally feel better. I have managed to keep my weight gain down to 15 pounds so far, and I'm 30 weeks pregnant. With my daughter, I gained 50 pounds. With my son, I gained 40 pounds. So that is amazing to me. And I can't wait to see like how it affects me after I have the baby. But so I figured, why not share this with other people? Because if I'm seeing these amazing results, what do other people not realize that they're missing in their diets and their nutrition that could help them? I got into nursing because I wanted to help people, and that's what this business does. It helps people improve their health. Like, how could you not be passionate about that? So I've been just sharing it with people. And in my first month of actually working this business, I was able to almost triple my income that I had built over the last year with a different network marketing company. So if you have any doubts about the compensation plan with Shackley, let them go out the window because there is a reason it's patented. It works. It is doable. it's so easy for me to work this while KJ's napping and use only like an hour, hour and a half during the day, and then maybe here and there just to post something. But I don't have to take time away from my kids. I don't have to take time away from running my daughter everywhere she needs to go with all of her sports. I don't have to take time away from my husband to work a business. And that is the beauty of sharing products that you love that are helping you. Others get to see it and it can help them too.
I love that. And I know your husband, he's a state trooper, right?
Yes.
Is that his official title? Yeah. So he's gone a lot and his schedule's crazy. So I love that you found something flexible that works around him and you still get to see him.
They actually re-canvas every 6 months. So he used
wow.
to be on third shift and now he just moved to second shift. So
yeah. So it's always a roller coaster, but I love that, you know, you're always rolling with it and figuring it out. And that's awesome, Shelby. So thank you for sharing. I love your story. So now we wanted to give you a special offer. If you decide to partner with us and start your Shackley business, you're going to get $25 cash back on your distributor welcome kit. And so, of course, we recommend trying the products with it because, like Shelby said, everything is 100% guaranteed. So if you ever try a Shackley product you don't love or you don't feel a difference, there's no risk or loss to you. And so we would love the opportunity to partner with you. So go ahead and reach out to the person who invited you to this, who shared this webinar with you, and ask them your questions. We love answering questions. And if we don't know, we have a mentor who will know the answer. And as I said before, this is a community of positive, passionate, motivated people who are all about collaboration and not competition. And we're really in this because we love serving people, we love helping people, and it started because we started feeling better. And I think all of us would agree that probably one of the biggest benefits for us is that we have all gotten healthier in this process of building a health and wellness business partnered with Shackley, because it's something that's, you know, all about small sustainable steps and small swaps for, you know, products you're already buying and using. Why not buy them from yourself, right? So whatever it is that you're looking for, we would love to know what that is. Maybe it's income, maybe it's a community that you connect with and make new friends. Maybe it's something that we didn't even mention or talk about, but I encourage you to look deeper, ask your hard questions, and see if it really is a good fit for you. And with that, we will wrap this up and open up to any questions that you may have. Thanks so much, guys.